and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington football team and the Detroit Lions. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ingram again, a first down carry, and he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Mark Ingram, the ball.
Look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 21 carries, 108 for the yardage and the score, too.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Bill Jackson complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. He's got his man here. It's Green. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Down by Grant Delpit. It's a gain of 6. And the Washington first down.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. David Johnson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
I love this guy's makeup. He is not afraid to fail. He attacks on just about every snap. Wants to throw the football downfield first. He'll throw it short if he has to. But bottom line, he must put a lot of pressure on the defense with his arm.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a lead rusher.
16 yards, a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Just beating the play clock is gone. They're open, it's Goodwin. And they get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquise Goodwin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they will be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Ingram. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
21, Mark Ingram, the ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So they give it in.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Tyler Murray sacked.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. You decide to throw the football, you're dealing with...
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up on the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. Matt Milano on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. These two teams all tied after one.
Tied 7-7.
To throw on second down is gone. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Goodwin able to hold it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
1st and 10.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
The tackle made.
A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Saquon Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now from Murray. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
To Zach Ertz.
First target, first catch, and a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't get.
And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
3rd and 8.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion puts them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
On second down, Barkley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Barkley. That's good for a Lions.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Matt Milano came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That's right. There he goes outside. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? First down, Murray. This one complete to Ingram. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
The Washington first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Murray again. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
17.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller. Very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step and get a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brought down at the 20.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So that one will be accepted.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brings up second.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Murray off play action. Looking deep for Julio. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Grant Delpit on
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That's caught by Jackson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
But it brings up
one of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it again with Barkley. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. Before this drive could get wins, it's fourth down.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No, that would tell me the punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Right side caught by Jackson. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Barkley.
And then we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Play action. It's gone. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 40.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
first down. Gone. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And it's a room to maneuver. In the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. 6 yards left on 2nd down. And now the 3rd-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 14. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in. Because as they weren't ready to go on the last one, give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done. But to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Murray again, 2nd and 10. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Mark Ingram unable to get past the marker. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Goff now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Complete to Saquon Barkley.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Here's Goff. It's caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and goal.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
1st and 10. At their own 25.
And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
Sean Jackson.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Ertz has it left side. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Washington.
If I could put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And into the end zone, and a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions defense now back onto the field. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. drive there is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Jones has it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Murray to air it out again. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tackle in 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that actually costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
23-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He dropped down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Goff going to throw it. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this one's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by a former 1st-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He's got it to Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Murray now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
17.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they